No, we're actually heading into winter. So we're moving from fall going into winter. Okay. So winter solstice is coming up, highly important. A lot of you could be doing so we have STEM. Okay. Let them let there be light, mindfulness. Interesting. All right, so we're moving into winter, okay? The winter season or the winter solstice, okay? December 22nd, 2023, okay? We're heading into the new year period here, okay? For a lot of us, okay? I do know in other cultures, the new year is not until like March of sometime, okay? March, April, sometime around that, okay? Spring equinox. All right, so there's something important about winter solstice until the spring equinox. Some of you could be pagan, okay? You have pagan history, okay, or a background here. Whether you're just finding that out, you're just getting into it, okay, you're refreshing your memory, okay, on this. I'm getting that a lot of you come from a certain background or culture where you practice a certain ritual around those two periods here. And as we progress down the line, okay, um, going from your ancestors to you where you're at now, some of you are still doing a practice that relates to what your ancestors practiced back in the day. Okay, so it is a ritual. Okay, even participating in certain holidays, that's a ritual. It's always healthy to consider looking into those things that you partake in. Okay, especially when it comes to certain holidays that are celebrated because the family celebrates it, or you know, the religion celebrates it. Okay, the sect celebrates it. Okay, if you're not um, well versed in the meaning of the season, definitely look into it to see what you are a part of because you're contributing your energy to it, okay? So no matter if you are, if your intent is to, go along with the crowd and, decorate in accordance to how everyone is decorating for, this um, season, for this holiday, okay? Or if you, in some type of way you share, so no matter your intention, it's still always best to know um, about that thing that your intent is geared towards. Okay, you're giving your energy to something here. Okay, so that's highly important, and that's why the refresher came up, refreshing your memory, because I'm definitely getting for a lot of you that will view this message, um, your ancestors or your family from all the way back then. Your lineage, it's been celebrating this thing, okay? Um, but it probably, yeah, so that's why I'm getting a derivative of something that was celebrated back then, okay? So we're gonna do this one over again, but we do have STEM, STEM, okay? Which is like science, technology, engineering, mathematics, okay? So a lot of you could be okay in that, and then we have number 9, okay, and divergency. This is interesting coming out. I think I want to keep this. I think I'm gonna keep that. All right. So I'm not exactly sure how long this reading is going to go for. All right, but we're just touching up on certain energies heading into, like I said, the winter season, Capricorn season here, okay, into the new year, okay. For some, whoever viewed the message, it can resonate um, for 3 days for you, or while for another person it can resonate, for your next 3 months, okay, or for the whole season, going into the new year, okay, the next year, which would be like 2025. A lot of the times I find that my readings can be that extended, okay, even if it's like just a 15-minute video. There are like little um, segments of the year in that 15-minute video, okay. Okay, so we're gonna keep these cards here that came out for my intuitive deck here, or Intuit deck. And it's interesting that these four cards are showing up here. Okay, so we have divergency, perception, or yeah, perception number 9. We have let there be light, mindfulness, and then we have STEM, STEM. Okay. It's interesting that all four of these cards came out here because these are cards that actually are incomplete in my eyes. Okay. I haven't fully meditated on all of the cards in this deck here, but it's called my Intuit deck for a certain reason. A lot of these cards that I've created, if not all, are derived from previous readings that I've done and rewatched. And my intuition just sparked from certain moments throughout those readings, and I would write down on those cards what I receive. And then I would go back and meditate on that card. And but these cards I didn't really, so there's a lot more that I am going to add on the face of these cards here, but I'm also sure that in this reading I will receive intuitive hints nonetheless from these four cards here. Okay. I'm seeing divergency as two separate words, okay, but it can also be three. Okay, divert, okay, gen, okay, and see, okay, or psi, separated, okay. So diverting generation, okay. So a separate generation or a separation, okay, moving into the next phase, okay. We have number 9, that is a phase, okay, that is overtaking the separated generation. Okay, so this could be the generation to come, the next generation. Okay, Generation C. Okay, Generation Z. Excuse me. Generation X, Y, Z. Okay, so why those? Why X, Y, and YZ? Okay, so a lot of individuals are not familiar with Y or the Y gen. Okay, we have X and Z. Z, okay, being the latest, the newest, okay, separation, um, the next phase, okay. It's because there are variables here. Um, and what we do with the X and Z, why we do use those um, values, are because it is stating that um, there is a separation, okay, there is a distinction from the other, but within that distinction are a lot of variables. What was carried from the previous, and then what's being instilled during that period or that phase. And so, what I see, especially with the stem here, happening now, okay, is a focus on dimension, dimensionality, um, and also transportation through dimensions, uh, making it possible to travel through certain periods without relying on our natural body, but something that is mechanical, and also a major focus on AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so a lot of air here and fire. Okay, so a lot of air, excuse me, a lot of air, earth. Okay, and then fire because of the or earth, air, fire because of the bringing forth of a new generation. But also, what that fire does, it actually refreshes, restarts, it clears away, any of the residue or, what's hindering. But at the same time, there could be an energy of um, miscalculation because of starting too quick and being unprepared. Um, there could be an energy of, and this is probably why I said earth, because also with fire, there could be a control issue, okay? An energy to control or a controller, but you wouldn't consider it as such because it also aided in bringing in something new. But then within that bringing in something new, the starter a lot of the times will um, hide the fact that some of the things that brought in are not new. It was actually presented back then. Okay, so some of this might be going off on a tangent, or some of this might be necessary for a lot of you to hear, even for some that are in the STEM. Okay, maybe some of you work for uh, some well-known entities here, and you contribute in a certain type of way, and you might be in a starting position, okay, but then there are the higher ups that are telling you, "Hi, I brought you here because feel as though you have some value, you have something to bring to this establishment because we're trying to start something new. This is our vision. This is our mission. Okay, this is our goal." But what you do not know is that it was already established. It had been established. But what's happening here is a sense of controlling the variables. You might know and understand some of the variables because only some were presented, but there are a lot of different variables in here that are excluded from out of the equation. So you're simply given x, y, z, x, z. The y is what's missing. Why are we trying to establish this? What is the ultimate purpose? It's another sense of control. Matrices, okay, or another sense of the matrix or a derivative of a matrix. So all that's happening right now has been established. It was already established, but we are diverging. And when you are considered a divergent, you're open to all the possibilities, whatever can happen. but you also lack that sense of control. You do not want a sense of control. So this is also going into, I don't know if a lot of you saw Divergent, okay, the series. It came from a book, okay, they made it into a movie, okay, I believe there's like four, okay, and it's all in telling, okay, a sense of um, dystopia, creating a vision of a utopia by applying control. You, Divergents feel as though there shouldn't be a sense of control there, but they also enjoy the variables. So they want to know, they want to be in the know. If you're not going to tell them, if you're not going to explain to them, then they will find out on their own, nonetheless. Okay, so we're moving into that phase. It was already presented in the movie. A lot of you felt as though it was over exaggerated, okay? But there was a message for the now. It was. It was presenting the future, a dystopian future that's always been here. But now we're diverging from that. So there's a split in reality here that's being created, or that's further progressing. And there are going to be those that want to complete a mission that they do not fully understand, but they see the end goal and it looks good to them. And there are others that know where something is headed because they understand the variables here. They know all the variables, but they're not given the mission. They're not given the vision from someone else. They're not given the goal because it's not a part of their um, view here. Okay. So a lot of this will start to make sense. I'm getting in the next 3 months. I was about to say 3 weeks, but let's say 3 months. Okay. So a lot of you can be receiving um, what is it called? Premonitions, or you will be receiving premonitions in the next few. Okay, especially um, the high priestess, priest energy here. Okay. For those that resonate with that, the hermit, temperance, judgments. Okay. I'm getting those cards, so a lot of you can have connections to those major arcanas. Okay. But we have the Nine of Cups. All right. And we have justice. So we have the kindest giver, healing preserves health and cure diseases. And then we have the invocable God. Justice makes truths known in court, causes innocence to prevail. So these are energies that are assisting you in the next few. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So sinking ships, control seas and winds, will spare any life by request. Yeah, like I said, there is a focus or purpose as to what is about to happen now, especially with artificial intelligence, okay, engineering, okay, technology and engineering, okay. What do we have? Nine of Cups. We have Eight of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting something about, okay, this one is gives answers of past, present, and future, reconciles friends and foes. Okay, so I'm getting a mathematician. All right, so someone's good with math, you're good with numbers. All right. You receive codes or you receive equations here. All right, in your mind, you're seeing numbers, okay? Or maybe the numbers are replaced with Roman numerals, okay? Or letters, all right? Variables, okay? So I'm getting, if you're not already, write the equations down. I remember there was an interview done by someone who was discussing a situation that they encountered, and then after encountering this said situation, they started to randomly be woken up throughout the night, and they would receive random equations that they had to write down. And so they took those equations and verified them with a an actual mathematician. Okay, so um, this was someone at collegiate level, a professor, and they actually verified that the equations were real equations. And the one who received the equations, the one who was writing down the equations, they never went to school, okay, or at least they um, never went to college or university. Okay, so they didn't understand the equations or, what they were receiving. They just wrote it down and verified it with an actual um, professor of a university who whose focus was in math and physics. And so he verified they were actual equations. I'm getting a lot of that will be happening to some of you guys here. Maybe some of you went to school. Okay. So you fall asleep with math on your minds, and your dreams, you're actually like seeing visually like these equations or these things happening. Okay. Or there could be another instance where you have a dream, a certain dream, and you wake up, and the equations in some way line up with the dream that you had. Okay. And so instead of writing everything down that you encountered in your dream, you convert those into letters. Okay. And you create an equation that equates to what's actually going on, okay, or what's to come, you know, in the world. All right. Um, I'm saying in the world because we have the Eight of Swords, and that's here, closer to the world in our atmosphere. Okay. I'm getting something that's not universal, but it is closer to our world. Okay. It reaches out to the satellites, our satellites here, and that's surveying the Earth's atmosphere. All right. And so there's a connection there. Oh no, this is not my focus. So I don't really have terminology to really use. I can only give what I'm receiving at this moment. Let there be light, mindfulness, psh, a spark. Okay. Um, so maybe a lot of you have activated something here. So you've activated everything. I'm getting the resting seat of the pineal gland. Okay. So your crown, the top of your head, and the ring here. Oh yeah, we do have Jupiter. Jupiter has a ring, right? Just like Saturn. Ten swords, and yeah, so mm, some of you might be saying, okay, yeah, we have King of Wands, Keeper of Secrets here. So we have a lot of um or the Professor of Secrets, excuse me. We have a lot of you out there that might be saying, what in the world is he talking about? Like, what really is this message pertaining to? Like, what are we talking about here? Okay. And I'm getting that a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Then we have those that know what I'm talking about. You're saying, yeah. But I'm also getting to when the time comes to actually talk about it, discuss it, you shut down or you don't say anything in regards to this because you don't want anything to come back to you. Well, they said that this was going to happen. They said it's a they say thing, or she said, and kind of like being ridiculed. For some of you, you feel as though it could affect your position at your job or in life, and you want to hold on to that position, okay, and or credibility. So you will not say what it is that you are receiving, okay, because of the way in which you are receiving it. You don't fully understand it, so you can't really declare the why, but you understand the X, you understand the Z. It's just that why. When it comes to that why, you don't fully understand it. And a lot of you in the next few will start to go into the why. What is the why and why was it missing? Now that I understand this and I see the full picture or I see the connection, how is it going to change everything here? How will it change everything? Why on earth would you not consider someone who has a crown on their head knowledgeable? Oh, is it because of the way that outside people perceive you or have been seeing you? So you feel it's better to just not showcase this knowledge that you have because you want to present yourself in a certain way. So we do have masking energy here. So a lot of you have created a certain facade earlier on in your life, and you want to make sure that that mask is still intact and that it's covering up something here that you don't want others to see. Mask is like a wig, you know, it covers up, okay, but it also protects um, insecurities, vulnerabilities, okay. So we have King of Wands. This could be you, or this could be someone else, okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have the King of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, so a lot of you are presenting yourself as a fire sign when you're actually a water sign, okay? Energetically wise, okay? But you also have the mind of an air sign, especially Gemini. And of course, this could be your big threes, okay? Because the rising side could be considered a mask, and the moon could be considered the vulnerability, right? All right, so the world. Yeah. Oh, and also didn't mention that number nine could be your life path number. Okay, so we have a number nine here, life path number nine. Okay, or 369. It could be any of those 369. Six inverted, and will we be in the universal year of nine, or will it be 10? 8, 9, 10, 8 maybe. Okay. So perception number nine, let there be light here, and then we have the moon cards show up. We had the King of Wands show up here. So yeah, a lot of you are interesting individuals, I would say, with the cards that came out so far. A lot of you are rather interesting. Okay, the way that you think, the way that you perceive information that you receive here. Yes, Seven of Pentacles. What can I do with this? Six of Cups. Okay, so something coming back. So someone's getting a real tree. Okay. It might be smaller. Okay, so it's not the biggest tree you've had. It's a smaller one. Okay, but there is something significant about the tree that you pick, okay, or that you've picked here, that you've chosen here. There's something that's interesting about, what's been chosen. Okay, I'm also getting a chosen select of individuals here. There's something interesting about the chosen select of individuals here. It could be the generation, okay, the individuals that are here. Okay, what's being prepared, what's being planned here. Okay, seeds. Okay, so this could be individuals, okay, or this could be newborns. This could be um, individuals that are born in this year, okay, um, and also 7-year-olds, okay, so something about kids here, okay, children, okay, the adolescents here, okay, but I'm definitely getting children here, the kids. It's something interesting about this generation of kids here and the way that they perceive life or the information that they're receiving here. Okay, so it's something about that. But you personally, the viewers, you're receiving information here. This could be a gift that's come back, okay, or this could be someone that has returned, okay, and what they are giving you. All right, something interesting about what they are giving you. Okay, the lovers and the emperor. Okay, with what? Six of Cups at the bottom. All right, Two of Cups here. All right, so let's get a little more. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting something about space up in the air. Okay, I'm getting a specific pitch. Okay, there's like a pitch. Okay, a sound resounding there is a sound, or there could be a frequency here that's coming through, and only a select can hear it, can tune into it. Only a select few. When you tune into it, you receive information. Okay. Seven of Pentacles can also be like your DNA or genetic codes. Okay. But again, there's variables to all of this. Okay. Everyone's genetic makeup is different, no matter where you came from. Okay. No matter who is in your family, you have different genetic code than that one. Okay. But this is pertaining to the body. All right. So this is pertaining to the instrument. Okay. But what's been here before, it's always existed. All right. And you're receiving that information. So because your makeup is different, all right, but you're in alignment with this select few, you will be perceiving something ultimately the same as they are receiving it, but the way in which you are receiving it, okay, might be different than the other select. Okay. So I'm getting either kind of like bonding over this with another person, okay, where you perceive something the same way as someone else, but how you got there is different, okay, and there's connection with that here, okay. So some of you, you've met this person already, okay. They haven't been in your life in a while, they're coming back, or you knew that this person was out there, and here they are, okay. So what do we have for the lovers? Let's get a few cards for the lovers here. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups here. Okay. So water energy, Scorpio energy. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely getting something about interracial, biracial, or interracial. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so like two separate cultures, two separate families here. Okay. So some of you, you're in a what is it called? I just said it, and that was, oh, that's interesting. So maybe not. So let's go ahead with this and see. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups here with the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah, these are like two separate individuals or two separate bodies here. Okay, that's kind of like what I'm getting, coming together. Okay, to discuss something. Okay, it could be quite deep. Okay, but there is a vision here. Okay, or a sense of visualizing something. Okay. But again, like I said, the tools are different, but it's designed for basically the same purpose. Okay. The same fulfillments. All right. Um, but on a another note here, let's go to something different here. Okay. So I see that a lot of you will be connecting with someone here. Okay. And there is an energy of fantasizing, or um talking about certain pleasures, certain desires, certain wants here. Okay, it could be a fantasy, and it could be on the masculine side. Okay, where the feminine um could be in this energy where probably they're looking for something different here. Okay, because whatever the masculine is talking about, it's not something that has been fulfilling for the feminine. Okay, so some of you could resonate with masculine energy. Okay, some of you could resonate with feminine energy here. Okay, um, yeah, I'm getting something large or something being enlarged. So, Okay, so this could be a sense of procreating. Okay, what do we have for the Seven of Cups? Let's get more information. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so it's all right, so it's the masculine. So the masculine here is most likely the one I was discussing in the beginning about, viewing this message and, you know, making it seem like they don't know what I'm talking about, or they don't understand what I'm saying, or they don't have the clarity, or it does not pertain to them. When in actuality, because we have the High Priestess here, okay, it does. I'm getting the masculine is the main one, receiving the visions. And there could also be an energy of purging from the feminine side, trying to purge energy from out of the masculine to step into this phase or into this period where they're comfortable with discussing certain things without feeling demasculated. All right, so it's going to be some of that energy here. Okay, but the masculine is really trying to make sure that they keep this mask, that they're perceived in a certain way. Um, because I'm definitely getting something about the masculine not wanting to be perceived as someone who lacks vision, okay, lacks clarity, lacks decision making. They want to be in control in essence, or make it appear as though they have control, okay, over those things. All right, what do we have for the Five of Cups here, please? For fortitude, okay, that's what I saw. And then we have Eight of Swords. Okay, so fortitude is like the strength card. And I definitely saw that after this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's that fire energy here, Leo, Eight of Swords. So I'm definitely getting something about a new kingdom or a new mindset or mind state or a certain one here. Okay, because it all came from the mother. It was derived from the mother, or it was birthed from out of the mother. So the mother gets it, or the maternal figure gets it, or the feminine energy understands. So it's almost as though this is like Adam and Eve. That's what I'm saying here. The feminine energy is being blamed for something that the masculine energy is actually doing, okay, or not doing in this case. Because the masculine energy is not doing this, the feminine energy is getting blamed for it. Or because the feminine energy did something first, the masculine is blaming the feminine energy for doing it first. This goes back to um, I was here first. I brought this up first. I presented this first. So I should have claim over this, or um, I should be the one who is receiving accolades for this, not the feminine energy. So divergency, it's been flipped around and put onto the feminine energy in a way that will um, dishonor the feminine energy's character or their nature. So that's kind of like what's going on here, or what has been going on, okay, in all senses. King of Pentacles. What do we have for the Emperor here, please? So this is the face. This is the one who is controlling everything or has the control. Okay. They've established this whole scheme here. They have the control as to why this is happening. Okay. So this could be a story that has been told. Okay. Because I heard something about a fable. Okay. Uh, but we're still here considering it as fact when actually it's fiction. Okay. Yeah, we have Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. And Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So the commoners. Okay. So what's been established in the Four of Cups? Yeah. All right. So this could be like a ruler of a nation. This could be someone who is in elite status here, a VIP. Um, I say a very important player. Okay, that's established here, a certain group, sect, community, okay, nation, all right, or now they are the face of this company, nation, whatever it is. And it was built upon certain, the design, actually, it was given to them by another. They might not initially had all the variables, okay, but now they're in a place where they understand the why and they're continuing with it. They're doing everything the exact same way, you know, that it was done for them. Now we have this one flipped over. Yeah, so we have the magician. Yeah. Yeah, so we have a controller here. This is a controller. Okay. This is kind of like what someone does on a day-to-day basis, manipulate, individuals that don't know, they don't understand here. They want to come off as a certain guide or support because they believe, in order to get people to remain here, they have to uh, keep people in control. Because I'm definitely getting something like complacency. We have the Six of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. But let's get further information. What else do we have here, please? Let's get some immediate influences. Okay, external. So immediate first. Okay, so we have the Weaver, rediscovery, transition. Okay, that's also what I was getting to because I was about to get something about, migrating. Okay. Um, I was about to get something about migrating here. Okay, and then we have the adventurer. Okay, responsibility, expectations. Okay, so a lot of you might be wanderers, okay? A lot of you um you allow your mind to wander, okay? You always allow your mind to be open to experiencing, new information here. Okay, but at the same time the weaver is here, you're able to in some way connect it to the last phase, the last period. Okay, so I was also getting a sense of like the control of going into different territories, into different states. There's like someone that's controlling that, making it a little bit difficult. With the Eight of Swords here, okay, sinking ships. Okay, that's like your transportation over a large body of water or bodies of water to get to like the next um destination here, okay, to dry land. Okay, so there's like someone here that's making it a little difficult to move, all right, between certain areas because they want to keep that energy of division, okay? Um, they only want information to stay or exist within that specific region or that realm, okay? So they're trying to limit the um, ability of going into a different territory or a different region um, to receive the actual truth in regards to something. So that's some way of kind of like controlling the transportation of information here because now what they want to do is bring in technology or certain equipment to do it for you so that you can stay put. There's a reason behind all of this, but a lot of you are individuals who like to go and see for yourself or experience it for yourself, gather the information for yourself, determine what is true, what is reality for you. But someone's trying to limit that here. All right. Actually, let's see. Let's get something for the external, please. The hound, loyalty chains. Yeah, promises. So someone's trying to make sure that you trust them or have faith in them and what they are doing. Okay. The alchemist, balance, invention, destruction. The magician here. Okay. The twins, self-protection, dual natures. We have the lovers here. Also, someone is trying to limit um, interracial relationships. All right, they're trying to bring a divide between individuals coming together and partnering up with someone that is not from their culture or from a different region, different territory here, because they understand alchemy. They understand what will happen when certain um, codes are presented, combined, and what they will create. Okay, so someone's also trying to control the birthing process or the procreation. Okay, bringing new life. Okay, and what the new life will be. All right, so someone's trying to make sure that certain kinds exist within only their kind. They don't want to mix codes here. The Smith. Okay, so what I'm getting is that okay, so this could be the new president. All right, so someone actually is a chemist, alchemist, or someone. Someone's focus was science. Now, they probably delved into technology or engineering. Okay, but their focus was science. They might also have a group here or a team of scientists, engineers. Okay, but someone definitely has a focus in one of these areas here, if not all of them. So they understand what happens when certain um, genes are presented, when certain chemicals are presented, and combined, and what is created. Because I heard something about combustion. All right. I'm getting with this pair here, whoever this pair is, this could be you, and this could be a father. Okay. This could be you and a teammate, a coworker, and the boss, CEO, founder of something. So like a sector, group, and someone is trying to prevent you from creating, co-creating with another because it appears as though you're like on the same wave as someone here. I'm definitely getting creating magic or something is about to happen. If two get together, there's someone here that's like trying to control that here, or they've been controlling it. The twins. Yeah, you're like coming back with your twin. You're connecting with your twin, your doppelganger, your clone. Okay. You're connecting with them. Of course, this could be telepathy, telepathic communication with the Eight of Swords here. Lovers. The moon came out. Okay. But we have justice on your side. So that which you're unaware of, it's been presented to you. You have the variables, but you right now don't understand the why. It's for a reason. It's because there's something here that is trying to get you to not do a lot of explaining. They don't want you to explain. They just want you to see the picture, visualize something, and allow it to be. That's your ability. That's what you're doing, and that's what you're here for. Someone else here, because of what's been built, they, in the position that they're in, the seat that they're in, they know the variables because the variables were always there, listed out. X equals this, Y equals this, Z equals this. They understand all those variables, but they want to make sure that you or some or certain group of individuals um, they want to make sure that you do not understand the variables. So there could be a sense of miscalculation, but everything has been written down. Everything has been recorded. So in one way or another, the proof is there and it will be revealed. This is where this person, this individual, this entity lacks the control. That something, nevertheless, will be presented in its raw form, and there will be an explanation. of all the different variables here. Okay, so for those that have, their ears open, willing to listen, then they will hear what needs to be heard. For those that have their eyes open, they will see that which needs to be seen. Okay, so I appreciate you all for tuning in. This was an interesting reading, okay, because I did change up the spread. And anytime I bring this thing out right here, it gets kind of like intricate. Okay, it gets intricate. So this was a collective reading, so it seems as though it was going into universal. Okay, then what's going on in the world? All right, what's to come in the world? Okay, what's been established, and all the variables that are about to be presented here. Okay, for that end goal. Okay, and some of the whys. Okay, I was only here to say some of the whys because it's not meant for you to explain everything in order to understand the ends of things or why something is becoming. Okay, so I'm definitely getting something about younger individuals here, okay, or the next generation. All right. Um, they're like mutants. This energy right here is mutants. This is a laboratory. Okay, so this is like a creation here. And this, of course, could be individuals coming together talking about they want a surrogate or a surrogate. Because sometimes the Queen of Pentacles I see as a surrogate, which is interesting, I know, but I do. And or it's coming talking about like, what they're about to create here. Okay, in a laboratory. All right. Or what has been created in the laboratory, okay, and it's here existing now, okay, two coming together because two have come together, because two exist, and they're coming together. They're now getting clues or hints as to why they are here and why a certain vision was given to them. Someone's trying to control this or limit this, or why they are set to create something here. There's someone here that's trying to limit it, okay? Someone in your family, your boss, a random person that you don't even know, but for some reason they have intel on you and this other individual, and okay, or just you as a person. The lovers don't necessarily have to be two separate people, okay? There are three entities, but it could be, you, okay, your energy. Okay, so take it for however it fits. You will understand this information. And this is something that was felt at a young age, okay, because we have Gemini energy here, Scorpio energy. Okay, this was something that was felt at a younger age, you know, and even while feeling this at a young age, being at that young age, um, you were developed here, okay? You were well developed where you were able to know that something wasn't fully in alignment and you wanted to correct that. I want to fix this. I want to fix this. When I grow up, I will fix this certain thing. Someone's trying to limit that. You said it and you said it out loud to someone in particular, to a few. Up until now, you've been saying it. You said it to yourself and you've been saying it out loud. Someone out of that few that's heard, what you've said, is trying to limit something. And they're trying to control you. Okay? They feel as though you're diverging from the plan, and they can't have that. So now we're going into the waters to make sure that we control that. And it could be some superstitious stuff that's coming up too, like sea monsters or something's in the water to kind of like limit people from traveling by water and even by air over large bodies of water. So you might hear an island appearing from out of nowhere in 2024, you know, an unclaimed island, okay, or maybe an island from folklore that's actually here, okay, or giving that island, okay, that region a certain name that was derived from folklore to prevent individuals from um, venturing into that area, just like Antarctica, just like the North Pole. Where's the North Pole? You know, so I'm getting certain regions here, kind of like trying to be X'd from off the map. So it will be another area that will be excluded in air travel. We have to go around that region. We can't go around that region. Um, Trying to get to the point where it will be excluded from the map altogether. It will be dismembered. It will be lost and forgotten about because it's something about that region, something about that area. It's something about that, that that way in which you think about that part of your brain. Okay. All right, so I'll leave it there. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Interesting reading. And um, if you enjoyed the reading, definitely click on that like, leave a comment. I highly appreciate those. If you have not already, become a part of the family by clicking on subscribe. Would love to have you here. Make sure that you do click on all notifications so that you are reminded when I release further energy updates. Be on the lookout for those. I will be talking to you then, but until then, stay tuned.